do I say? Thank you very much. Perhaps we should have brought the person who made the prophecy to the studio. As you know, I also teach in a seminary.
Right.
And I'm the president of a seminary, and one of the courses that we offer in this seminary is a course called Law for Pastoral Ministry. And the reason why we offer that course is so that we can educate those training for ministry in some of the laws and provisions of our Constitution that ACE has spoken about so loudly and so clearly. In other words, at least the historic mission denominations do recognize that you cannot be lawless when it comes to the practice of religion and faith. And so the people who pass through our hands are trained to be law-abiding when it comes to the exercise of their public functions as ministers. Now, the question that I've been asking myself in these past couple of years is, why has the prophetic suddenly become the most important thing in Christianity and also in our politics? I mean, we've had Christianity in this country for 200 years and over. And suddenly, within the last 30 years or so, everybody is claiming to be a prophet of one sort or another. It ties in with the issue that we were discussing earlier on, Ace was talking about earlier on, about noise pollution and things like that. In the first place, who determines where a church is, a church building placed? It goes back to the institutions of state. Who has stopped the police, for example, from acting against noise? Before I come back to the prophetic element of it, the economic costs of these things to our country can also be very, very high. I have a friend who established a savings and loans business. And this individual purposely cited the business in the market so that he can give small loans to ordinary market women. The business collapsed. Why? Because these market women will take the loans, shut up the shop, and go to church on a weekday. And these things are all over the country. Of course, the state cannot stop people from going to church on a weekday. But the institutions for which these people work can keep an eye on them, that they are fulfilling the obligations for which they are paid. So I think in as much as we need to call out these prophetic figures for causing fear and panic and chaos in society, we also need to exercise our civil duty in calling people to order. Ace talked about behaving irreverently in a place of worship. I will include with prophecy kicking people, sometimes stripping them naked, and stuff like that.
We have seen people step on the tummy of a pregnant woman.
Exactly. So it's almost like religion, or if you like, Christianity, has become a nuisance, something that is supposed to build people up. I mean, if you read the theology of prophecy from what Paul says, to encourage, to comfort, to strengthen, why should it be a source of a nuisance to the public? And so I think that the IJP and its men and women should not allow themselves to be cowed by these threats. In any case, more than half of the people who call themselves prophets, I don't consider them to be genuine. All you have to do is to interrogate what they do in the light of biblical teaching and realize that a lot of them are just doing it either for commercial purposes, economic reasons. Of course, that is not to deny that the prophetic is genuine. But what I'm saying, that even in the Old Testament, the New Testament, there were cases in which prophets had to be chastised, prophesying what the kings want to hear. I'm surprised that the politicians have taken these people on board because they tell them what they want to hear. So we all have a role to play in dealing with this, what has become a menace as far as this prophetic thing is concerned.